Hello my friends, welcome to Taste to Explore. My name is Darlene. Now on this episode, my friends, we are making chicken parmesan. Super easy and delicious, and I'm gonna go on the extra route in making a homemade, really simple basil marinara sauce. Really simple and easy. Of course, you can take the shortcut and buy um, basil and marinara sauce in a jar in your local supermarket, but today I decided to do it homemade. It's really simple. It's not much ingredients, but I feel that by making it homemade, you get a better taste out of it. You know, you enjoy your foods better, but of course you can take a shortcut and buy it homemade. I mean, in the supermarket. But it's no biggie. The ingredients to make the sauce is super easy. I do have a marinara sauce already on my channel. You can take a look at it, or you can stay tuned and see how I prepare a really simple and easy way to do it. So now let's begin. Alright guys, so now let's begin. Using my small saucepan, I am now going to turn on my stove until to a low, because I want my onions and garlic to simmer. So right now I'm just going to place in 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. And before that even gets hot, I'm just going to put in my onions. I had used my food processor to chop up 1 medium-sized onion. Instead of doing it by hand, you know, I just decided to do that because I can't work with onions too long. I'm going to start tearing up and my eyes will burn. I can't do it. Next, I'm going to put in about a half a tablespoon of fresh garlic. I love fresh garlic. Try to use fresh garlic in this. It really does go a long way. But if not, of course, you can substitute it with granulated garlic. But nothing like having the fresh stuff right here. And I just want my onions and my garlic to get nice and sweat through, release all its wonderful natural flavors. I mean, it's really so easy to make this sauce that with the little bit ingredients you do put in here, it's of good quality because it's fresh. This is going to take like 5-10 minutes just to heat through and become nice and sauteed. A 29-ounce can of tomato puree, and we're just gonna put that right in there. So lovely and easy. We're almost done. Give that a nice stir. Okay, so next I am going to be putting in some dry basil. I prefer dry basil than fresh basil, only because with the fresh basil the taste doesn't stay as long and you have to put it towards the end of the cooking process, while the dry basil perfumes the whole sauce right from the beginning all the way through, and it's more concentrated. So you got to do it according to your taste, because basil can be strong and you might not want so much of it. So I'm going to start off with a teaspoon and work my way through. So I'm just going to put it in with my fingers. I'm just going to rub it in so that way it can break up and wake up all those wonderful flavors. Make sure that your stove is on low because it just needs to simmer and get really flavorful. Now over here I have black pepper and salt to taste. That's freshly ground black pepper. And a half a teaspoon of sugar. I'm just using, you can use whatever sugar you have. I have light brown sugar there, but you can use white sugar. It doesn't make a difference. It's just to neutralize the flavors, because sugar does that. It's not gonna sweeten it unless you like your sauce to be a little bit. You can add a little bit more, but that's not necessary. We just need this to bring the flavors together, and then that's it. You can taste for seasoning if it needs extra garlic, salt, whatever. This is pretty much done, so I'm just gonna let it simmer on very, very low flames for about good 10 to 15 minutes, and your sauce is easily delicious and done. All right, so now let's start with our seasonings. So simple. You're not gonna even need a measurement for it because it's according to taste. So right now I'm putting in granulated garlic. You put as much as you like because garlic goes by preference, right? Some people like it, some people don't. Some people like a little bit, sometimes you like a lot. Whatever is your preference. I'm using store-bought adobo. I do have a recipe on this. All right, this goes according to your preference because it's really a salty condiment, so you have to go according to your preference. You might not want so much of it. And 1 packet of Sazon. That simple. This is all you're gonna need to season this bad boy up. And then when you clean hands, cook's best tool, you're gonna massage it through, making sure that every area has all the seasonings to it. Alright guys, now let's begin. Now we're going to do our dredging process. Right here our chicken is already nice and seasoned and ready to go. Right here I have 2 large eggs and I have breadcrumbs, seasoned style breadcrumbs. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scramble these eggs up really quick. Okay. Once finished scrambling, I am then going to take one of these chicken pieces, and I'm just going to drop them in, covering them on both sides, and then right into the breadcrumbs, making sure that every side is coated perfectly. Oil is nice and hot and is ready to receive my chicken breast, so just be careful and lay it down. Alright my friends, so you're going to cook your chicken between 4 to 5 minutes on one side and 3 to 4 minutes, a minute short on the opposite side. And then they go nice and golden brown. Oh my gosh, it smells so. Alright guys, so right now we're going to assemble our chicken parmesan. Get yourself a nice baking dish. Make sure you have your oven preheated. And I'm just going to layer the bottom with the sauce that we made earlier. Delicious, my friends. Smells so good in here. Alright, so layer the bottom. Yes. Oh man, it smells good. And it's not entirely done yet, but this would be a really good dinner for sure. Okay, and then we are going to put a little bit more sauce on top. Just like so. Just like so. And then some fresh mozzarella cheese, or as much as you want, on the top, because everything tastes better with cheese. So we are going to put in here, cut me up some more pieces to lay it on top. Oh man, it's going to be so awesome. Alright, so this just needs to melt down maybe 15 minutes or less, and I'll come back when this is all melted through. Alright guys, so right here my pasta is done. I actually used spaghettis instead of the fettuccine, but either one will do good, or any pasta of your choice. And I cooked it according to the box instructions. So now what I'm going to do is, with the remaining of our sauce, I'm going to put it right in here. And it's going to coat beautifully. Okay. And just mix it through until it coats. Probably going to add a little bit more to make sure it doesn't get stuck. Alright, so I just added a little bit more. You want to get a nice coat to it, and then that's it. I'm going to show you how my chicken looks when I take it out the oven. Put this bad boy right here. Oh, yes. Oh, delicious. Ooh. Okay, now it's time to dig in. Let's do a taste test. Alright my friends, dinner is done. Now if you are experiencing what New York is experiencing, which is being quarantined, this dinner is for you. Perfect dinner to make and enjoy your family, enjoy your company, just making something hearty, delicious, trying to keep your mind off of the news and just enjoying quality time. Making something delicious and taking your time in the kitchen really does go a long way. It's really therapeutic, and like I said, you keep your mind off of TV and you will be fine. Now let's dig in. Wow. So delicious, guys. Better than takeout. Make this at home. Enjoy your family. Be safe. Stay blessed. Give this a try. So delicious, and it's a perfect recipe. Because this is something that normally, typically, you will eat in a restaurant, but when things are not functioning normal, this is something that you can make at home. It's easy and it feeds a lot. Simple, it's hearty, it's delicious, it's homemade, it's perfect. So thank you once again for joining me today in my kitchen. Give this a try. I know you'll enjoy it. Follow me on my social media sites. Also, please share this video with your friends and loved ones in your social media platforms. And come and join the family. Come and subscribe. Come and like and give me your feedback when you make this. Let me know what you will want me to make next. Stay safe. I pray that all is well and that you and your loved ones are safe and healthy in the season. And until next time, my friends, I'll see you again. Take care. Bye-bye.